Alright, welcome back everyone. Now it's time to go after Drill Man. I really like the screen here when you select a Robot Master. It's got a nice color scheme, and it's different depending on who you pick. Now these enemies here, these flying guys, they can be very annoying. They take 2 shots from the Mega Buster. Or just use the Skull Barrier. The Dive Missile can also be okay. Just let them kind of fly into you. If you're using the barrier. If you're using the missile, don't let them fly into you, because that's never a good thing. And then we have the big hopping enemy, a tradition from Mega Man that's now returning. Yeah, like I said, those guys take 2 shots. A charged Mega Buster shot is also good against them. And we have bats. We have bats that are going to damage me. We'll pretend that that didn't happen. Now that one up down there, it's also a fairly tricky jump to get. You got to be, once again, you want to be right on the edge, because otherwise you can very easily go into those spikes. Rush is not going to help here, because the ceiling is covered in spikes. You can't jump into the spikes on your own. I guess Rush is just working against me now. You'd almost have to use Rush to get into those. Now we have these guys, which are also quite annoying. They can only be hit for the brief moment that that they're open. The ring boomerang is nice on them because it can hit them for a range of time instead of just bouncing off them like the Mega Buster. If you have the Rain Flush from Toadman stage, that's really the best option against those guys. And the wheel guys are back. Use the same strategy as before, just take them out quickly. And we have stuff dropping down from the ceiling, so barrier weapon. We may not have enough barrier to get through the whole thing, but that's okay too. It gets us through at least part of it for us, and maybe I should have saved some of that. Oh, and there's Mega Man wasting the power-ups again. You can grind off these if you like. These switches, don't be too afraid, just jump and make sure you hit the switch. These rocks are being brutal today. The switch somehow makes the rest of the platform appear. Don't ask me for the physics behind that. And this is Drill Man. We will not beat him, at least not without full health. So I'll use an energy tank because I didn't use one in Mega Man 3. Alright, so Drill Man goes under the ground. Just kind of hop around and try not to hop into him. Normally I just wait a few seconds, take small hops, and he'll appear. Now the Drill Bomb will deflect your Mega Buster attacks. Just try to avoid them the best you can, and turn it into kind of a damage race. He'll go back under. His weakness is the Dive Missile, which we still don't have yet. But for that we get the Drill Bomb, which is a very powerful weapon. It'll defeat the larger enemies in just 2 shots. It can also defeat those ground crawler enemies, but the ring boomerang does that just a little bit better. And the Drill Bomb can also destroy walls, which that'll be nice later on in the game. And we get Rush Jet for this. Now this is not the Rush Jet from Mega Man 3. This is another thing that I kind of think separates the first 3 Mega Man games from the Mega Man's 4, 5, and 6 is how Rush Jet works. Rush Jet will work the same in Mega Man's 4, 5, and 6. It will automatically scroll you on the screen, and you can no longer hop and avoid losing weapon energy with it. Skull Barrier is nice against these fish that like to hop into us. And now we have underwater Metars, and these indestructible guys, just go under them or over them, whichever happens to be easier based on their location. And we're going to use our new drill bomb against the mini-boss in the stage, which is a giant whale. Now if you press the fire button while you're firing the drill bomb, you can make it explode in the air. So maybe you missed firing at an enemy, but you can still catch them in the explosion if you're quick on the draw there. And Eddie's back. And he's gone. Well, that wasn't useful. So, kind of a strange design there. You have to actually make a jump over in order to get the power-up from Eddie. I think it's funny to let him walk off the screen. So, like I mentioned, 2 shots on those large hopper guys with the drill bomb, and that'll take those guys out. And this marks the halfway point. And we have these guys, these little stingray enemies. They're very annoying. They take 2 shots with the Mega Buster. And we'll switch to the ring boomerang for this whale. As you can hear, it's getting multiple shots on him. Pumping him full of Mega Buster shots, that works as well. And something that's not quite as obvious is down here is a hidden path. But this is the only place you can actually fall down in this stage. There's no bottomless pits. Just be mindful of the spikes and we get the W. W is a wire utility, which isn't so useful in this stage, but I'll demonstrate it at some point in this Let's Play. Basically, you get a wire and cling to the top of the ceiling, and it can carry you up there. It has its uses. Let's go back to the ring boomerang for this whale. I find the whale's missiles to be kind of challenging to dodge, so I try not to worry too much about dodging as I do just taking him out. Ring boomerang probably not the best against those guys. These mines, they will explode when you get near them. Just watch for them to flash. They'll flash a couple times before they explode. And that stingray is going to get away from us, but that one will not. Now, Dive Man is weak to the Skull Barrier, but personally I find it easier just to battle him with the Mega Buster. So Dive Man is a pretty good choice to go to first with the lack of bottomless pits. Against Dive Man, as soon as you jump over him, kind of slide to keep your distance. Stay on the ground as much as you can, only jump when you have to avoid him, and then just spam the Mega Buster. I like to slide to get away from him because sometimes he might do his torpedo spin again. Yeah, like there, if you jump too high, he'll go for the torpedo again and kind of catch you on the way down, start shooting those missiles that'll home in on you. So if you just stay your distance from him and just keep firing straight ahead, his missiles will only come straight out, and you can just beat him by mashing the fire button. I forgot, we get the dive missile, which kind of homes in on enemies as well. Alright, and next we'll be taking on Dustman. The 3 Ds of Mega Man 4. It's like we're in Dudleyville.